gentlemen, welcome to another intergalactic adventure with your friends here at BlasterPro's. What?
Rodney's mic is not on. Matt Wells says, yeah, chugging Rodney show. Matt, I was going to announce to everyone that you are not here, but you can go ahead and tell everybody that you are not here on your own.
You hear that? That sounded Matt not talking.
Is that better?
Beautiful.
Yeah, his mic wasn't on.
Rodney?
Beautiful.
You want to start again?
Okay. Welcome to another intergalactic adventure here with your friends at BlasterPro.
It's being picked up on the mic.
Okay, sorry.
You're interrupting his second intro.
Okay, try to get
do another intro.
I hate you all!
We blame him. He's still doing it.
I hate you all!
There was blood out on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another dumpster fire, which is BlasterPro. With you as always, BlasterPro himself, Charles Craig.
Thank you.
Favorite Pathfinder.
Who always gets lost in the woods, by the way. Good pathfinding.
I get lost everywhere.
Do you remember that scene in Good Morning Vietnam when they wrecked the Jeep?
Yes.
And they keep walking, they think they've been walking for hours, and they ended up just walking in a big circle, and they're back at their Jeep. That's Rodney as a Pathfinder.
That was actually a big portion of my childhood in the woods.
Oh, well, anyway, as you can see, no Matthew, but we do have Rodney, and we got a little bit planned for tonight. Looks like only Matt is on right now, so... But anyway, Hayden, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, Matt would be in big trouble if he forgot when our show goes live.
This is maybe only the second or third time Matt's been on live while we've been doing the show.
Made himself know it.
Anyway, I wanted to talk to you, Matt, but apparently you're not around. Wanted to see how, Thursday went. Anyway, while we're getting started, how are you doing?
I'm alive.
You're alive. Okay. I've been super busy. Christmas orders for blasters are starting to come in. So pretty soon, probably in another week or two, I'm going to have to cut it off for blaster orders. May not be able to get them done in time for Christmas. Starting to get busy. I haven't remember when I had the rack system and I had them all set up everywhere?
Yeah, that you don't currently have set up.
Sent the info, but he has not responded yet. Okay, cool. Anyway, I actually had some other ideas if whenever you get back in town and we can actually talk in person. But since we're talking about Etsy, Hayden.
Something Etsy.blaster.
Yeah. That was the cue for that anyway.
Please stop doing that. It gets picked up on the microphone.
Oh my goodness! Everybody down here is on edge tonight.
Hold on, okay?
I can make
Before
better
you
noises.
start blaming the people who have to listen to it.
Most of them are broken. I don't know why this one's not broken.
Because you keep on doing that.
Anyway, and if you want to see what my full unedited and available inventory is, you can go to BlasterProShop.com.
Does it work?
It does not work. It's still broken, but you can still email or message me and make a deal through there, but you can peruse what is all available there.
Is my mic on?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Is it on full power?
I don't know.
I can hear him in my right ear.
Yes, full volume. Anyway.
Does my jack work?
Yes, it does.
It works pretty good.
Better.
Rodney fixed one of our major problems we've been having forever is this adapter piece.
He jerry-rigged it.
He made us a little box that looks almost not fully jinky on the first try. Actually, Hayden, if you reach down on the floor, there's try number 2 down there.
Where?
The filters that
The little wiries should be right there. Anyway.
It's behind a bunch of wires.
I'm sorry. All right, forget it. Anyway,
I'm gonna fool with that.
this month, unfortunately, we can hear it. Anyway, this month, our giveaway is going to be on the 29th, the last Tuesday of the month, as always. The game is going to be Family Feud, and we'll be playing for a the new
AR7?
the new upgraded DL21. Here's the body. I got a few things in the pressure pot that we're going to pull out and demold a little bit later on. But that's what we're going to do for this month. Next month, we're going to be putting out some promos and stuff starting in the next couple of weeks. Hayden and I have already started working or talking about it because we're going to have a very special, very fun, like as always, December giveaway.
We're giving that away?
No, no one will pay him. No one will take him, and I can't afford the shipping.
We just get we get the Mando box. We stuff it full of circus peanuts. It'll be fine. Is that a no?
That's a no. That is a first mark, Rodney.
Morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Good morning. Also, we're going to go through tonight pretty quick. Looking at the list of stuff I got going on. So anyway, this month we're planning on redoing the speeder bike. I was going to build a new smelter for doing this. Most of the foam parts most of the aluminum parts that we're going to make for it are going to be done lost foam. This was a piece I made a couple years back. That was also lost. This was done with lost foam. This is the this bolts to the body of the speeder bike, and the controls, there's a rod that comes off the controls that'll fit into this. I just never put it on because I was going to there are going to be a few parts that are going to be made on the metal lathe, but for the most part, everything's going to be lost foam casting.
How do you lose foam?
What is lost foam casting? Lost foam casting is when you...
Matt is feeding Rodney lines in the chat.
Thank you, Matt. Lost foam casting is when you sculpt a piece out of foam, then you coat it with a slurry or something along those lines. There's certain types of drywall putty that will work.
Read that. That was us coming up with that at the same time.
There are certain drywall putties that will also work. I'm going to do the research to find out which ones are the best. I think it's the super light ones, the ones that are like, it's like, what's that? The whipped marshmallow stuff.
The stuff Larry uses?
What's it called? Anyway, that super lightweight drywall putty is what I'm talking about. Anyway, that you coat it with that. You create vents, and you also have to have you have to create a lot of head pressure. Fluff. There you go. And anyway, you have to create head pressure. So that means when, say, you're casting this, and you're casting down through here, you have vents down here leading back up, but you also have a large reservoir up here that will force the metal down in here. I've been doing a lot of research to make sure I do this right. But anyway, I had an old smelter. It's not quite up to the job. It's been falling apart and needed to be rebuilt. And I wanted to build one that was nicer and better. But I didn't have time because I really wanted to get this project started. So,
well, your crucible's been cracked for at least 6 years.
Really. So I actually went ahead and purchased a new smelter this week, and it came with some new tools, and actually came with a regulator. There's the regulator for the new. It's going to be propane powered. The old one was charcoal or wood powered, and here's the burner.
Can I have the burner?
The electric one.
The electric one's over in the corner. It'll do small batches, but for what we need to do, we're going to need larger batches of material.
I like fire. Can I have that?
And here's the big guy right here. Ooh, there he is. We load it, and the fire goes in right there. Yep, that's where that goes.
Bloop.
Yep, and then hook that to the propane, and then there's a 10-kilogram crucible inside here. I'm not going to get it out, but go ahead and pull that out of there. But this is going to be what we'll be using. to smelt the aluminum for this project. And I have probably close to 150, 200 pounds of aluminum.
So is this another burn down the neighborhood project?
No, that was the other one.
That was the other one. Yeah. The other one was cool. It works really good for being a quick build like it was. But anyway, so yeah, most of the parts will be lost cast or lost foam castings. I'm hoping aluminum, we're going to probably try to pour the aluminum somewhere around 1,300 degrees, somewhere in that neighborhood. I want to get it nice and hot to make it pour nice, and the hotter you get it, the better you get it. So yeah.
The calibrated thermometer I gave you is not going to work.
No, that thing is probably it'll probably tap out at 150 degrees. But yeah, having the new smelter, I'm excited about it. Hayden wanted to fire it up last night, or that was last night. No, it was Sunday night. You wanted to fire it up.
Now, if I remember right, the problem with casting, one of them is going to be getting all the oxidation off the top.
The crucible it'll handle probably up to 3,000 degrees, maybe more. It's a nice thick graphite crucible.
Do you have to do the same thing that I do with the lead and put carbon in there to get all the impurities to flow?
Okay, there's a debate on doing the lost foam casting. Have you watched that that YouTube channel where the guy makes his own aluminum manifolds?
No.
Okay, intake manifolds. So I've been watching his channel, and he actually doesn't even do the borax, adding the borax to his aluminum as a flux. He just he said doing it the lost foam method, you're kind of really not gaining very much benefit by adding a flux or anything to it.
Now, do you have to heat the mold?
No, you can't heat the mold because it's foam mold.
I know, but I'm bringing this stuff up because
okay. Now you're
doing the Matt crap.
You're trying to head Matt off. No, you do not heat the mold because the mold will be destroyed in the heating process. So yes. Now, if we were doing a all ceramic lost wax mold, you would heat that mold up. You would preheat that mold prior to. Actually, probably the best way to do something like that, and I'm looking into doing it for certain other projects, doing lost wax.
Ooh, can we make one of these out of aluminum?
What, the crucible's not a one-time use. It's good until we break it or drop it. That'd be expensive, buying a new crucible every time you cast. The mold, yes, the mold is a one-time use every time. Once the mold, the form you're going to cast, or we're going to cast, is made out of foam. So the aluminum goes in and cooks the foam out. So yeah.
Well, I like we were talking about before about making the lost wax mold.
I did describe the process, Matt. Sculpt it out of foam, cover it with a slurry or drywall putty, build a gate, build vents, and then cast it. Oh, and you'll bury it in sand. The sand will help support the sides and keep it together, hopefully, so you don't have
Doesn't the sand have to have some sort of fixer or something in it?
Nope.
Just regular sand?
Nope, not for lost foam casting.
Hey.
Yeah, I did that like 5 minutes ago, Matt.
Give me the goddamn thing. No more for you.
I'll give you like a pencil. Number 2 pencil.
But anyway, as it goes, that's what the plan is. And then there's going to be a lot of other parts. Oh yes, you like that? We were talking about doing that last time you were here. And a lot of the other parts will be made over there on the metal lathe. When we get down to one of the last things we'll probably do. Yeah, I know. But if it's any higher, you'll see it in the frame.
You know what, Matt? You can tell us this when you get here. How about that? No arguing on the stream.
But at least I'm not doing this. At least I'm still looking towards the camera. Anyway.
Nobody wants to see that.
Anyway, there's going to be a new addition to the Etsy page this month. And it's I meant to actually talk about this before we got to this point.
TV trade being framed.
Yeah, if it was on the TV trade, be in frame.
Can you silence Matt in the chat?
Yeah, I can.
Cool.
I don't think I should, though.
But anyway, Nerf thermal detonators. They're going to be going up on the Etsy this week, or maybe this week, maybe next week. But yeah, I got a new scale. Rodney powered it up for me, and I finally have a scale that has the accuracy to pour these without wasting material.
We do things while you're not here.
Yeah.
Matt.
Well, it was either he came over here and figured out the power supply for the scale I dumpster dove on Friday, or he had to go to Larry's per Deb's request and bother Larry. And he said it would be more fun to come over here and get the power supply working for the mold, for the scale.
Then I did go to Larry's and Deb wasn't there, and I got to see Larry's new projects.
Was Deb going to be there?
Well, I assume so. She said I should show up.
Oh. Okay. Well, anyway. And
She really wanted my opinion on the Halo nerds.
The Halo nerds.
Halo nerds.
Yeah.
Dying breed.
Yes, Larry's new projects do look awesome, but I had to be myself and be an ass in front of the Halo nerds.
And he actually, who was it? Casey came down on you?
Yeah, Casey told me to stop.
It's pretty bad when Casey comes after you.
Yeah, they're at Aftermath this week.
Aftermath.
So we'll see if they live.
So they're rusty.
Yeah. Everyone always comes back from that literally smelling like ass.
Yeah.
Casey Kasem.
However, it is a good time.
So, here in a minute, we're going to open up. I have some parts to demold. Over the weekend, I made a bunch of new molds. I had a few failures. I had some I don't know what it is. Something got in and caused some of the molds not to cure properly, and I'm not sure what it was. I think it was some sort of contamination.
Why? Why would I send them a video so they can stop watching the stream?
I haven't made them yet. Oh.
I'm just talking about the.
Oh, yeah. So you're trying to send everybody away.
There isn't anybody watching.
Trying to send Yes, we'll put the link.
Jeff's a person.
We'll put
Jeff
the link.
has already seen it.
we'll put
Jeff's helped.
We'll put the link in the description for the thermal detonator. How's that? The one that you know what I'm talking about, right?
I made it.
Yeah, you made it. I made it.
Yeah. Jesus.
I know. Oh well. I'm ready to demold some parts.
Okay, let's demold some parts.
Do you want to get them out of the thing?
I'll get them out of the thing.
All right, pull the air off because you won't be able to get them out with the air pressure.
Really?
Too much. Okay. When he unplugged it, it blasted the microphone.
Yeah, because I'm standing 3 feet from it.
Yeah, I didn't need it.
Anyway, I made. That was well timed to mute. Did you mute it?
Yeah, I did. Because it blasted my eardrums.
Also, I got a bunch of parts to rebuild my 3D printers this week, which I think is fun and exciting.
Hey, there's lots of stuff in here.
Yeah. Go ahead and start bringing them over one by one. I'll pick and choose what we want to do with them.
Here's a little one.
Ooh, okay. This is for an order.
That one was stuck to the bottom.
Oh, as they always are.
This one was not stuck to the bottom.
Ah, this is the one I'm really looking forward to.
Dump mold, not dump mold.
Okay. All right, some of these are still a little too soft to demold. That's heavy. But this is the one I really needed.
What's in the box?
Counter box.
What's in the box?
Counter box.
Oh, like that Goofy Doopy ones that I got you? Gave to you when we first met?
No, this is a real one.
The real one. Because that was a dump mold and it was only like half the freaking counter box.
Matt left you a message.
Try to be useful.
He was. He just demolded or just pulled everything out of the pressure pot. All right. There we go. Oh, yeah.
I hate Matt. I hate
Okay.
Matt. That didn't do what it was supposed to, did it?
No, I did great. Did fine. So
It's missing a piece.
it's not missing a piece. This is the grip.
That's where the fire selector goes.
Yeah.
It's missing a piece.
No, this grip is the grip that goes with this blaster. See?
It's missing a piece.
It's not missing.
It's missing several pieces.
It's not missing. It's missing this.
It's missing a piece.
The grips on it are asymmetrical.
Shut up, Rodney.
Yeah.
You didn't even say it. You have to say it in order to mark it down.
So anyway, I cast this piece. I had another grip that I was going to use for this.
Oh.
I was going to use a different grip for this, but that grip was broke, and I can save it, but I didn't feel like wasting the time, and I knew I had this grip just ready to go in the pressure pot, so all you got to do is do a little cleanup, permanently attach it to the gun, and this is how it's going to be cast from now on. That's the project for this month, is to cast this blaster with this grip, all one piece. So this has never really been a problem. I've never had anybody have an issue, but it was always one of the things that I didn't like. I didn't like the thought that this could be a failure point. So from now on, it's pretty much going to be cast one piece. But
So does this go on with screws or rivets?
Well, originally it went on with a screw. Screw went up through there and went right into there. For the
No rivets?
no rivets. This one's going to get glued on, temporarily glued on because I don't want to ruin the gun. But yeah, it'll get temporarily glued on. Actually, it'll probably get, unless I decide to use the gun for anything. The grip's going to stay on there until I decide to do something with the gun, like totally tear it down, rebuild it, and get all the silicone out of it. Even the magazine is full of silicone. I'll probably have to buy new mags for this.
I don't think I have any laying around.
Well, you have an AR-7?
I have lots of weird shit laying around. I do not have an AR-7, but that does not mean I don't have mags laying around for it.
Well, if it's the old version before the Henry, those old mags don't fit this gun.
This is way heavier than the AR-7.
Yeah, because it's way full of silicone. So anyway, here's the grip, here's the hand, here's the gun. This is the way it's going to be coming out of the new molds. I'm going to get this all mocked up and make a new mold with it just like this. I'm excited. I'm excited to get an all one piece blaster. And I will still have the old mold that's just like this. So anybody that still wants to do a Ponda can do a Ponda. I just won't be I'll use that mold maybe. I think in 7 years, only 2 Pondas have ever been made.
Now, which one is the Ponda?
The Ponda is the return, the A&H version of the DL21. It was the one. Although I don't even think you really see it on screen.
So if you paint it red, you could have a red panda.
It had a red grip.
So that would be a red panda. Shut up, Rodney.
It's gonna be a long night.
I hate you, Jeff.
You know, why would it work with just the lyrics?
Because it's always in my mind.
You're like Eric Cartman. You know, I didn't advertise. I didn't put any feelers out or anything that would be on tonight, so it's probably my fault that no one's here. That or everybody else show up for game night.
Yeah,
Jeff's helping.
The mooch factor's pretty high.
Now, okay, since I have gone through my entire list of things to talk about.
How do we have 3 Shut Up Rodneys?
You have 3, yeah. I don't remember what they were, but I do mark them. From here on out, for the next half hour, we can let Rodney talk about whatever he wants.
Who wants to hear about the battle for Dulce Base?
And I'm going to put a Shut Up Rodney down for that one.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay. So basically, here's the conspiracy theory behind it.
Uh-huh.
All right. So the United States has a deal with the aliens.
Is this going to get us in any trouble?
Probably.
Okay, good.
Nick, are you watching?
All right.
These are your secrets.
Someone told you about this?
It's been in and out of conspiracy theory groups since 1979.
How is there a battle if there were aliens?
Because the aliens were working with the humans, and there was a disgruntlement between the different types of aliens and the humans, and it ended up with Delta Force fighting its way through Dulce Base
How is Delta Force fighting aliens?
with guns.
But aliens shouldn't use guns.
Apparently, they can't take a bullet either.
Yeah, but people were stupid. People that were stupid then are still stupid now.
It's a beautiful thing.
Except their minds are even harder to change now. What are you writing?
Crazy Rodney conspiracy theories? Buffalox gas?
Is he dyslexic? Or are you just bad at writing?
Here.
It's not like the writing surface is going to help you.
See if you can tell me what it says.
Buffalox. It's like the buffalo, but when they cross it with an ox.
Buff something gay. Does that say gay?
No. Give it back.
But Jesus Christ! What are you trying to write? I see buffalo, but then it just kind of fades away at the end.
Buffalox.
Buffalox?
Not.
It's not to be confused with bear squatch.
What is bear? Okay, hold on.
Bear squatch is a thing.
But something about gag.
Buffering.
Buffering gag. You want to make a buffering gag?
Well, it's not no fun now because nobody can freaking read in here.
Exactly.
It says Buffalox.
It does not. ERING.
That's not a G.
You didn't even
That's
dot
a
your
2.
I.
That is the
Hey,
letter
that's a
2.
number.
That could be a 12. Buffalox.
You didn't even dot your I. It's ING.
Welcome to another train wreck.
Jesus Christ, what?
Give me that back.
Somebody wrote something big, but I can't see it because my glasses are off, so I don't get conned into saying stuff again.
Depends on the
I
aliens.
don't care about bullets and organic organisms. You don't even know if they're carbon based.
Where is Hernan when you need him?
Silicon monsters, rock monsters.
We need
Like the rock lobster?
No,
fudge
no
brownies.
references to the B-52s, please.
You have now lost control of the feed.
I think it might be time for a recap. We'll just end this show early tonight.
Why did you want to do a buffering gag?
Because there was nothing else going on.
Yeah, there was.
What?
We were talking about aliens.
It was 10 minutes between Jeff's last two posts. All right. I should have brought the speeder bike in tonight. That's what I should have done.
Maybe you should do that with Matt.
Yeah, Matt does have that sloth strength.
Well, we kind of blew through things pretty quick.
Anybody want to buy a mat?
No, it's not for sale.
Everything's for sale.
No.
Yeah. I'm used to it, but to be honest, he hates it, and he is about finished, I think. Yeah. And yeah, we don't like it. I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all.
Actually, we're lucky. I almost got sent to freaking Phoenix.
Which would have been fine. I would have been fine over here by myself. I would have been totally cool. I would have had Hayden. I would have mic'd Hayden. We would have had some. Yeah, I would have hit him with the Nerf detonator. So that's going to go up on Etsy. I don't know what the final price is going to be.
That's going to go up on Etsy?
Yeah. What do you think?
How much?
I don't know. That's what I was getting ready to say. I don't know what the final price is going to be. What do you say?
$15 painted.
$15 painted? Jeff, what did you say? At least 20, Rodney.
Can you lube it?
No. Shut up, Rodney. He's on a roll.
Yeah,
Is that 4 now?
No, it's 6.
Wow.
It's 6. It's 6. He got a pass on giving away Matt as a prize, but he did not get a pass on let's try to sell Matt.
So we can give Matt away, we just can't sell him?
Like I said, we can't afford the postage, or not to mention, who wants to deal with the returns on that?
No refunds. Done.
All right. Anyway, I'm trying to think of something else to talk about tonight, but I've got a lot of stuff going on too, but
We can talk about the horrible proton pack.
yeah, Rodney's starting a proton pack project, but we need to finish a helmet project first.
We do.
You have a lot of open greeblies that need to be.
Well,
you have greebly molds.
I've got
that need
3
to be done.
freaking projects going on at the same time. That's probably a bit much.
Okay, right. Well, we maybe after this is, especially if we end early tonight, we're going to mark where we're going to drill, find out what kind of bolts you have. They're back
Somewhere?
They're right there.
I bought them a while ago.
I know you did. I kept them safe somewhere, and I kept some of your other ones. I put them over there. If I had known those were there, I would have put them over there also.
Oh, we did figure out the timing problem on the sound for the Mando.
Mm-hmm.
So fix that on Saturday.
Yep. Are you going to be here Saturday?
No, I got the kids.
Okay.
Unless you
Oh,
want me
you
to.
fixed that this past
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
Now, we don't know if it's 100% worked. All it does is just click saying it sent the signal, but we have no audio.
Well, if I add another cap in parallel, that will double the time. So
double the time? Like,
yeah, instead of me getting a bigger cap like I was talking about, I'm like, wait a minute, I can just put them in parallel, and that's gonna double the Henrys. I'm sorry, Farron's.
Han and carbonite panels. Not sure if they have the angles, though.
Angles or angels?
Angles.
Well, Jeff, here's one thing we can do. This is just totally off the wall, but we have the Han and we have panels. Using those 2 things, we should be able to extrapolate the sizes and angles on our own without other people's work. I'm actually always afraid of other people's work, especially when I go do something when I go to reproduce something, I look for screen use stuff, or the best place is auctions. If something has gone to auction, finding the auction photos.
With all the photos, yeah.
Yeah, because also they usually have like a tape measure on the bottom so that you get scaling. A very funny thing, because I was watching a little bit of Adam Savage the other day, and he was doing the flamethrower from The Thing. He was doing Kurt Russell's character, and he's got the hat and everything. He's got the whole getup, right? So he decided he needed a flamethrower, right? So he's looking in depth into these pictures of this flamethrower, and through some of his reference photos, he built the wrong flamethrower.
I want a flamethrower.
Well, I understand that. But anyway, what I'm saying is he built the wrong flamethrower because he was looking at reference photos that he shouldn't have had. That's the thing. Yeah, if this is the same guy I'm thinking about, he's the guy that had the what are they? The dash panels, but he had there's a guy out there that has them injection.
Oh, the warped ones?
No, he got new ones, but the warped ones were older ones that he had. But the newer ones that I think he has, they're injection molded, meaning someone actually went out and milled an aluminum template to injection mold these.
I actually was watching a guy do injection molding with epoxy using silicone molds. That was interesting.
Yeah, but think about injection molding is done under pressure. Silicone molds don't work under pressure. I inject resin into my scope molds, but it's not under pressure. It's just that's how I get the resin into the mold, but it's never under pressure. Never under pressure.
He had a bunch of vertical vent holes where everything was coming out while he was injecting it with a syringe.
Right. But it's not injection molding.
No, it's not like blow molding or anything like that.
I was looking up, Lowe's only has one size of MDF, 3/4 inch MDF in a 4x8 sheet. I was looking it up for the vac mold machine.
Yeah, Larry said, when I said we need a vac mold machine, he said, or vac form machine, he said, well, I've got access to an 8x something or other, at work. And I'm like, that doesn't help us. We need a vac form machine.
But he has access to one at work.
But we need a vac form machine.
They're right. I imagine they have a very impressive vac mold machine at Larry's work.
Yeah, and then he said, you want to work with me?
You pulled your headphones off. The director has checked out.
I know what they're here. I can hear what you're hearing. Or something or whatever.
Chuck.
That was perfect. All right. I'm ready to sign off. You ready to sign off?
I guess so.
Yeah, we're dead in the water. Do you have anything to add, Hayden?
My pantalones están en fuego.
That's not correct. I don't think my pants have ever been on fire.
You have not lived life to the fullest.
I've had other things be on fire, but never my pants.
I've had my pants on fire.
Well, that's fine, but...
Multiple times, actually.
Last time my shirt was on fire. Pants have been on fire. But the one thing I did, the dumbest thing I ever did was I was sitting on a 5-gallon can, empty thinner can. It was a fresh empty thinner can, which anybody knows you're not going to get all the thinner out of a thinner can, right? And I'm grinding on a quarter panel. This is when I had my own shop. And the pour spout was right between my legs. And I heard this, and it went, it was like a jet flame right between my legs. Son, yeah. You're lucky to be here. You're very lucky to be here. Anyway.
I think the quality of these are pretty rough.
They are rough. Hell, throw it over here. I'll give them a promo on it. Ooh.
Ever tell you how I ended up with the scar in my hand?
We'll do it next time. Which scar?
The one that's underneath the genetic.
That's gross.
Well, okay.
That
the
is
genetic
so
mutation
gross.
is
I've
still
never noticed that. Oh, show that to the camera. That's gross.
Wow.
It's like he's melting.
Well, part of that is because I have the Viking disease, and the other part is there's a scar there.
What's the Viking disease?
That is where it's a genetic ailment where your hand just slowly over time turns into a fist.
Wow.
And when it's doing that, you slowly put a sword in that hand.
So you just
Actually, the theory was it had to do with rowing, but
Yeah, rowing. I actually think it probably has to do with something else.
probably. Anyway, I had a 4x4 and I was trying to make a crossbow, medieval crossbow.
As you do. Although, did you know Hayden and I were working on a trebuchet at one time?
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm. We need to maybe get back on that, Hayden.
Stuck my hand on one side, had the drill on the other with a nice Forstner bit on there, and I'm going through.
I can already see exactly how this ended, and
I had this thought. I've seen this Looney Tunes before. I know how it ends. So as I'm pulling my hand away at the last second, burst through the wood into my hand.
Did you get stitches?
No, I'm a man.
So that's why it looks hideous.
Yes.
All right. I got stitches. Now, I stitched this one myself. I did. Look at that. I did it. Look, Rodney, when you tore your hand up, you should have came to me. Look at what I did. That is beautiful work right there. That is better than the emergency room did on that one.
I remember that one.
That was a 3D printing accident. Wow. Yeah. All right. Anyway, recap real quick. Contest 29th, last Tuesday of the month. Family Feud is the game. We're giving away the DL21
And Matt.
with
Matt. That wasn't a double. That was only a signal.
that was a single. With the new handle. This will be the upgraded version. It's also going to get an upgraded set of fins. The original fins were actually made by Matt. And he had this fun way of just putting super glue everywhere, and I was never, ever happy with it. Every time I opened it up, I could see Matt's fingerprints, and it was like Matt's first day in crafts.
So it's like when my daughter put together the blaster?
It was a lot like that. Yeah, there was a lot of glue. I'll show you. I'll show you a casting. As a matter of fact, Hayden, Top Row DL21. There's a set of fins up there. See them?
Now, does that mean since you're retiring that mold that you're going to have to say this is
Yeah,
the
throw it over here.
super special edition matte mold?
This is the matte mold. Okay. Now look at all the glue and see it. Look at it. Look at that. See that?
I could rob a bank and be Matt.
You see that?
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you, Matt. Matte fingerprints. Beautiful.
But anyway, in a way,
It's all gonna be thumbs.
it's all thumbs. So hand me the oh, I got it right here. Sorry. Okay. So here is a real one. And here is the one that I made 7 years ago. You can see the difference in the two. This one's a little bit bigger.
Chunky.
Yeah, a little chunky. Although the inner diameter is exactly the same, and I got the little 3 pipper holes. Now, this is a British World War II 2-inch mortar. So the one piece that's missing here, I've actually machined one already, and it is right here. Oh, that's not it. Here it is. I've already machined one right here. And that goes right there on the end of it. And what this is, so basically this is like a shotgun shell inside here, like a high load shotgun shell. This right here, they screw these on the end. They put it in, screw it in. That hole is the firing pin. When it drops the mortar shell goes to the bottom, hits the firing pin, and out it goes.
So we're building one at the farm.
Huh?
We're going to build one at the farm? Is that what you're saying?
No. Now, the way they worked was the gas escapes through those holes, right? Those holes right along there, and that propels because the mortar's up here, and it kind of seals tighter to the tube. All the gas is expelled, and out it goes.
Another vote on this. Hayden, do you want to build a rocket launcher
What kind?
or a mortar?
Mortar?
Now, the 2-inch mortar is considered a light mortar. This was the type of mortar that would be used by paratroopers. They would carry these into combat. Lots of times, the British only used the tube without the tripod, so they would put it down on the ground and then angle it, and then boom, boom. They didn't even use the aiming or anything. It was just a quick, fast way to.
Well, they could have built a chest brace for that, hit it about crotch
That's not a
level.
good idea.
Boom.
Bad idea.
Anyway.
Don't you remember the Vespa with the recoilless on it?
World War II,
That's French.
World War II light mortar, British 2-inch mortar fins.
That's not even the same family.
No, but kid science was king during World War II.
It's not even World War II, though.
How can we bomb these destroyers out in the water? Well, cats hate water, so we'll stick a cat in the bomb and we'll have it control the bomb. Because cats don't want to land on water, they'll want to land on the boat.
It doesn't even know it's water.
That is seriously what they did.
But it doesn't work, though.
Speaking of cats.
Bats. Flaming bats.
Now, the bat bomb, it burnt the base down.
Bat,
In theory, it worked perfect because they burnt their own base down. Yes, the bat bomb, in theory, worked. It was never deployed, but it worked.
Or the bird-guided missile.
That doesn't make any sense.
We had the bird peck.
I think you're wrong about the bird-guided missile. It was birds used for search and rescue in the Pacific.
They also did it in the channel.
Yeah. The birds would peck in the direction of where the bird saw something. But anyway, regardless, who cares? And I've totally lost my train of thought.
They
Cat
didn't
bombs.
even have rockets with maneuvering fins in the 40s.
No, that's what the bird's for.
Although they did have radio-controlled planes. Those were the first smart bombs.
And
guided
submarines.
bombs.
No, they really did. That was...
Yes, but Kennedy didn't die experimenting with remote-controlled submarines. And who came up with remote control?
I don't remember.
Tesla came up with remote control.
The car guy?
How many is that now?
All right. As you can see, we've already turned up, rolled over, turned belly up, and we are completely dead. No
What?
motive. Nothing's going on.
What's the official tally?
The official tally is 11.
11?
11.
Those are rookie numbers. We can do
Shut up,
better.
Rodney.
Yeah,
If Matt was here, we could compare notes and say, dude, I got 11. How did you get 15?
It's like Conan's
Anybody out there want to recap?
We've already recapped twice.
We'll recap again because we got people on again.
Shop Toys.
Shop Toys. We got a new smelter for the shop, and that is for the speeder bike rebuild project and other projects in the future. I'm not going to pull the smelter up here again, but there's nice, pretty shiny red regulators and the nice shiny red, oh my gosh, this is fire hose. Those are going to be we're going to be doing some lost foam casting in the next couple weeks. Hopefully next week we'll actually have some lost foam or some foam parts shaped and ready to start applying the slurry so we can cast those. This guy is what we're giving away this month. This guy is going to be upgraded also this month. So the giveaway will be the upgraded version. The upgraded version will have the grip permanently attached. It'll be in the mold. They'll be cast together. It'll be a much better blaster than before. Not really that big of a deal. I've never had any of these fail or any issues with them, but I never liked having to do this, so I want it all in one piece because the only reason I left it this way is because of Ponda. The A&H version, the DL21, the Ponda version, guess what? I've only sold 2 Ponda versions in 7 years, so I'll have the old version sitting over on the shelf. If a Ponda does come up, I will make a Ponda version. If not, the Return of the Jedi, Lieutenant Ren's version, and the ESB Rebel Hoth Trooper version / Dengar version will now have a fully incorporated cast with one-piece grip.
Are we gonna make Matt dress up like Dengar again?
Yes, Matt will dress up like Dengar to promote it. How's that?
Oh, he could drive his truck. That way we could have Dengar's dump truck. Like the song.
Great to sign off.
Join us next week when we have a lot more planned and a lot more stuff going on, and
Probably a Matt.
and maybe even have a mat. We may actually have a mat. I doubt we will have a mat, but we might have a mat. Oh, and yes, December. We'll here in a couple weeks. We're going to start putting out some stuff for December. We're going to be doing the trivia game show. And if you guys out there remember, the trivia game show is when you put your name in, and then we draw names from a lot, and then the two contestants will play for two of you out there to see who wins. And I think I've decided that December's grand prize is going to be an E11.
So I'm thinking about adding a feedback unit to the buttons.
No, he's got something good here.
I know. I'm just upsetting.
Which, when you hit the button, if you're wrong, you get a slight correction.
What kind of correction?
Maybe about 5 volts.
What?
Shut up.
Okay,
You're not shocking.
50 volts.
No, but the poof of air is what I do want.
We could do that.
No, but think about it. Isn't that great?
Like a vortex cannon or like the poof of air?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
if he
about.
wins, I wanted someone to get a physical, oh, I know I lost. And it's like, just a real sharp shot of air.
Okay, so we can either do the solenoids for that, or I'm thinking after watching that thing today with the vortex cannon, that might be more
Can we color fog?
Can we what?
color fog.
Yeah, the fog juice. Can we add dye to it?
Dude, I wonder if we
I
can.
don't know.
I don't know if you can or not.
You can do it with smoke.
Yeah.
But that's chemical.
Yeah.
Hayden, do me a favor.
Yo.
Move this back. Move the monitor. There's no one on, so just move the monitor back so we can see. I want to see how far I can get this monitor away and still be able to read the chat.
It's in right now.
No, move the monitor. Just grab the monitor and move it back.
You certainly just want to end it here.
Yeah, but I want to see, while we're still doing this, just move the monitor. See if I can see how far away we can get it and still read it.
I want to break free.
Remember, Matt says I'm looking at the floor. I want to rectify that as best as possible.
You're just going to be looking at the floor still.
No, I want, if it's further out, it'll look like right now. Does it look like I'm looking at the floor?
Well, I definitely can't read
Yeah.
it from there.
Now it looks like I'm looking at the floor?
Yeah.
What about now?
It looks like you're looking at the camera.
What about now?
Yeah, it just looks like you're bored.
All right.
It looks like a Muppet face.
All right. That's all I got. You got anything else? Shut up, Rodney. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.